be fine and you will really, really improve.
Okay, so you should be here. The one that you want is this one, how to use Task 2 sample essays. If you click on that, you will get access to 100 Band 7, 8 and 9 IELTS Writing Task 2 essay samples. It will introduce them, it will tell you how to use them, and then it will give you all of these samples. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope that you enjoy using these samples and they help you improve your score.
So now you know how to find those samples and how to use them to improve your writing. But you need to know how to write an introduction, a main body paragraph, and a conclusion. But don't worry, what I've done is I have added to this video a full IELTS writing course. Not only are we going to teach you how to write those paragraphs, we're also going to give you homework tasks and feedback for free. So coming up is IELTS Essay Builder. It's going to teach you exactly how to write a Band 7, 8 or 9 essay and build your essay up sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph. Enjoy IELTS Essay Builder.
In this lesson, we're going to look at the first building block of your essay, which is how to build an introduction. But before we look at the detail of this lesson, let me just tell you what we're going to do in this course. So there are 7 steps to this course. The first one is today. It's an introduction lesson. So it is not an introductory lesson. It is a lesson all about how to write introductions. Then the second lesson, I'm going to give you global feedback on introductions. So we're going to look at some common problems, some common successes, so that you can compare your introduction with some really, really good introductions and some introductions that need a little bit of work. And then the third step is we're going to look at how to write our main body paragraphs. The fourth step, giving you feedback on your main body paragraphs. Fifth, conclusion lesson and writing a whole essay. And then we're going to give you global feedback on conclusions and give you some sample essays to look at so you can learn from them. And then finally, we'll be looking at how you can take it to the next level. If you need more help or you need help with other types of essays or with anything else at all, we will be helping you take things to the next level if you choose to do so. Okay, so what are we going to look at today? Today we're going to look at a quick outline of what is happening this week, so we've already done that. Then we're going to look at the question, the type of questions that we're going to be looking at this week. Then we're going to look at how to write an introduction. So we're going to look at how to analyze the question, plan, generate ideas, paraphrase, and the essential elements that you should include in your introduction. So you're going to learn everything you need to know about how to write an introduction, and then you're going to be set a homework task and do the task. Now guys, I know many of you are busy and IELTS is not the most exciting topic in the world, but imagine the difference that it's going to make to your life when you get this score. I work with students every day and so many students come to me and say, you know, I failed this test 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I'm wasting so much money. I'm wasting so much time and it's stopping me starting my future life, my life in a different country with a better job and different prospects for me and my family. You will hear me a lot talking about this because it really does mean something to me. It's the reason why we do these things. It's the reason why we help people with this. One of the main ways that you will improve is by doing the things that we teach you this week. So please do look at the homework tasks, complete the homework tasks. They'll only take you 10 or 15 minutes and then look at the feedback and improve, because all I want, guys, is for you guys to improve and get the scores that you need. Okay, so this week, we won't be focusing on every single type of Task 2 essay. There's a very obvious reason for that is A, we don't have time to look at every single type of essay. If we did that, this lesson would be, 5 or 6 hours long. And I don't think many of you have that amount of time. And I certainly don't have time to be creating lessons that long. And also, if we try to do everything if I tried to show you how to write introductions for every single type of question in 45 minutes, I wouldn't be able to really teach you properly. So what we're doing is we're going to focus on one type of question to really dive deep into that type of question, because that's how I teach. I don't teach people on a surface level. I teach people how to do things properly or not at all. So there are 5 different types of Task 2 question. Opinion questions, discussion questions, causes, and solutions or problems and solutions questions. There are different types of advantages and disadvantages questions, and there are double questions. Double questions are in one task, there are two direct questions. And that's what we're going to focus on this week. We're going to only look at double questions. But don't worry too much, guys. The reason why I chose double questions is they translate very well to the other types of questions. So you'll hear me talking a lot about double questions, and you'll hear me talking a lot about this is only for double questions, etc., etc. But a lot of the things that we'll be doing this week will be applicable to all of the different types of questions. For example, in this lesson, we're going to be looking at paraphrasing. You can use that for any different type of question. But what I will do throughout the course is highlight when this is only for double questions and you need to look at other stuff that you need to go deeper on the other types of questions if that's applicable. Okay, so what are double or direct questions? So these are normally two questions in one task. So you'll get a background statement and then you'll be asked two different questions in the one task. And normally these are both direct questions. They are asking you directly what you think about something. And as I've already mentioned, these questions translate very well to the other types of task 2 question. So here's an example of a double question. So we have the background statement here. Nowadays, more tasks at home and work are being performed by robots. So this is just giving you the background information. And then these are your two direct questions. Why do you think this is happening? Is it a positive or negative development? So we have to answer both of these questions in one essay. And these questions I've noticed that they're becoming increasingly more common. I'm not suggesting that you won't get another type of question. You very well might get a discussion question, advantages and disadvantages, opinion question. But I've noticed these getting a little bit more popular. But this doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get this. Please do not think that all you have to do is just study double questions and then you can go and do the test. It's not like that. But they are becoming more popular. Okay, so just to give you an overview before we look at the introduction, before we get into the detail of the introduction, let's look at the overall paragraph structure of double questions. So there are 4 paragraphs. Introduction is your first paragraph. Then your second paragraph, which is your first main body paragraph, is you're going to answer the first question. Then your second main body paragraph, surprise, surprise, answer the second question. And then your last paragraph is going to be your conclusion. So keeping everything as simple and as straightforward as possible, guys. This is something that is really a hallmark of my teaching, or something that I'm known for, something that my VIP students experience a lot, is we take a subject that seems very complicated, seems very complex, and what we do is we simplify it as much as we can. We can't simplify it into, baby steps, 1, 2, 3, ABC. But one of the goals with this course is to show you that many of your issues are related to you overcomplicating things, or maybe you have a teacher who doesn't know how to simplify these things as much as I do. I'm not saying I'm the best teacher in the world or anything like that, but one thing that I am good at is simplifying things. So this means that you will find it easy to understand and easy to do on test day. Okay, so here's what the structure would look like. Introduction. So the introduction is basically, let's break it down into simple language. The introduction is saying to the reader, saying to the examiner, this is what this essay is about. This is what I'm going to talk about. Then your first main body paragraph, here's the answer to the first question. Second main body paragraph, here's the answer to the second question. And then your conclusion is, here's a summary of what I just talked about. So introduction, here's what I'm going to talk about. Main body, here's what I think about these two questions. Conclusion, here's a summary of what I just talked about. And if you break things down in that way and make them simple and easy to understand, they're simpler to do on test day. And that's my goal for you guys this week. Okay, so let's now break down the introduction. Let's think about the different stages of writing an introduction.